This evening, we're going to be telling you a story about a community of Tivoli Gardens about overcoming, and it's Javonnie Codlin who is one of the roses among the thorns. Here's the Lions.
Hailing from a community many associate only with crime, Javonnie Codlin is shooting down stereotypes. Born and raised in Tivoli Gardens in Western Kingston, he started off at Denhamtown Primary, now the Edward Seaga Primary School. He then went on to Tivoli Gardens High School. He's now wielding sports for nation building as a physical education teacher at Tivoli High, his alma mater, and a coach for Vauxhall High School's Manning Cup team. But his early life was no garden of roses. At age 10, he lost his mother and father 2 weeks apart.
It's extremely difficult, especially when you're in primary school and you have September morning and you see every other classmates walking with their parents. That was very emotional then for me. It was really difficult. I always cry to be honest in the mornings, and sometimes my teachers back then they would always ask me what's wrong, but I would never talk.
Many have gone through similar experiences and got lost along the way, but he was saved by one thing.
It's hope, because it doesn't matter your background, doesn't matter your situation. If you keep a tunnel vision and you have an idea of what you want to achieve in life, on the positive side you can always get it, because most times our ears are affected by the negative. Our friends normally end up in prison, or they pass and have to be running for their life because they're criminals. So I'm happy that I didn't go to that road. But also my uncle, Denzel Henry, he played a massive role.
His life is a cruising ship, and with his grandmother as the captain, no iceberg could sink it.
My grandma tried, she did everything also, my uncle. Because I remember she used to have a stall. It was a famous dance named Pasa Pasa that used to kept on Wednesdays on Spanish Road. So sometimes she would gain profit for staying up from that. So the Thursday morning going to school, I always get a good lunch money back then to be like 150, and then a bad day to be like $50 or $60. So sometimes I have to make that work.
He remained steadfast in his academic pursuits, but when he was supposed to sit his CXC exams, he had no birth certificate. His uncle stepped in and got it sorted. After that,
my mom friend, her name is Shelly. I call her Auntie Shelly. So she was the one who took me and said, come on, we're going to try and get into Denhamtown High School. And then from there, the rest is history. That's where I get to do my CSEC, which the then principal, Miss R.J. Williams, have helped me a lot in terms of financing for my CSEC, because if I didn't have subjects, I couldn't be enrolled in university.
Today, he has a Bachelor of Education in Sports. That's why he's telling youngsters,
go with it, find a purpose and go with it, and believe in the Almighty, and He will lead you into the right path. Don't be a follower, be a leader.
He's sure his grandmother is sitting at home watching him right now. And so, he looked straight into the lens of our camera to deliver this heartfelt message.
I appreciate everything you did back then. I'm not able to repay you by anything that I'm doing, but I appreciate everything. Those early mornings I used to get up and prepare my orange or make mint tea for me and give me crackers. Everything now, I appreciate it. And also, hats off to my uncle, Denzel Henry, who played a massive role in a latter stage of my high school days. I'm grateful for both of them. If it wasn't for them, then I'm not sure where I would be today.
With your ray of hope, I'm the Lions.